Hello and welcome all my dear 3rd standard little champs. This is Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. My all dear students, I welcome you once again in science lecture. My dear students, I hope that you all are doing your all the activities including your studies. As you know that when you are at the home, you just want to play. But I must appreciate to many students who have started sending their work and doing their work regularly. Yes, let me tell you, this is a proud moment for a teacher to appreciate their students because nowadays maximum students are trying to send their work on the regular basis. A few students are sending their work twice or thrice in a week, but still they send all the work date wise written clearly so that we will be able to evaluate and analyze what have they done. My dear little champs, now just a reminder for a few students who are not yet sending me their work, please, if you are making the efforts, please send your work. It will take a few seconds of yours to just click a photo and send the work. So my dear little champs, once again I welcome you all. Let me start today's lecture with a wonderful thought given by Bhojani Sayyeda of Standard 3rd. Thought of the day is, the struggle you are in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. That means today if you feel that I have a lot of work, I am making a lot of struggle but I am not getting the fruitful result, let me tell you, you cannot get the fruits overnight. You need to take care of the soil, manure, water, sunlight. Only then the tree will grow and only then the fruits will grow. So whatever struggle you are doing today, just keep the patience. You are developing yourself and you will get the strength for fighting for the next day. So this is a wonderful thought given by Bhojani Sayyeda. I really appreciate her for continuously sending me the thoughts, and also I am looking forward for few of Sayyeda's friend for sending me the thought, and I hope they will do so. My dear little champs, now you might be wondering what are we going to do today. Firstly, open your rough book and keep the pencils ready. Yes, today first of all, whatever resources we will need here, I am asking you to take that up. So take out your rough book and keep your pencils ready. Nothing else. No textbook, nothing, no fair book, nothing you need. You just need the rough book. I hope that you have started preparing for this. So I hope that you all are getting ready. Many of the students might be already ready because they always are ready with the rough book and the textbooks whenever they know that the science lecture will be there. So as you are doing in the school, as soon as the Rohan sir enters, you know which book to take out. This time I also hope that you are ready with the books. Okay, now what do you have to do? Give the heading Revision Test Chapter 8 and 9. Yes. Now here I am going to display the PDF file in which questions of chapter 8, 9 and chapter 10 will also be there. But whenever I will read the chapter 10 question, I will ask you to ignore that because chapter 10 we have not yet started. So questions related to chapter 8 and chapter 9 you have to consider and you have to write the answers for. There will be 2 test papers and I will give you the time to solve each question 5 to 6 seconds. I will give you the time. I will read the question, I will explain you the question, and then I will give you 4 to 5 seconds of the time. So in all you might be having 10 to 15 seconds. What do you have to do? Your role is to write only the answer number and the answer. Immediately I will also write the answer, so you will be able to check each and every answer you have written on the same second. So this is going to be the outline and the format I have explained you. I hope you have given the heading. If not, I'll give you a few more seconds. Please give the heading. Revision test, chapter 8 and 9. I have already informed you about this revision test, if you remember, when we were solving in the previous lecture worksheets. Chapter 8 is bird, chapter 9 is our body. So I hope you all are now ready. So also do not forget to write today's date, because date wise you are sending me the homework. Regularly, if you are not able to send me the homework, you are sending me twice in the week. For full week homework you are sending me, so date is necessary. Okay. Now, as you can see, my dear students, here it is written test paper, and then here it is written chapters 8 to 10. But 10th chapter questions, whichever will come, I will ask you to kindly ignore that. Yes, we will solve that once I will explain you chapter 10. But at present situation, for now, you will ignore chapter 10 questions. And now, kindly give the heading question A. As you can clearly read, write T for the true statement and F for the false statement. So you don't have to write the question. I repeat, you do not need to write the questions. You only have to write the answer, that is true or false. Yes, obviously answers number should be correct. Answer 1, answer 2 should not be interchanged. Okay, I hope that you have given the heading question A. Now I'll read the question. Whenever I ask you to write the answer, at that time I'll give you 4 to 5 seconds for TF. On the spot I will write the answer, so you can tick or cross if your answer is right or wrong respectively. Let's get started. Number 1. Tissues are the building blocks of our body. So please write answer 1 and then true or false according to you. Tissues are the building blocks of our body. Is it true or false? So I'll count 4 now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let me write the correct answer. If you have written, please check your answer. The correct answer is F, false. Correct answer is false. Tissues are not the building blocks, cells are the building blocks, correct? This is what it was on the second page of chapter 9. So that is the reason why I always ask you to watch the explanation video with keen interest, so that once if you watch that, any objectives, no matter from wherever I take it out from the chapter, you will be able to solve it very easily. Number 2. Birds do not lay eggs and do not have teeth. So think about the statement, birds do not have eggs and do not have teeth. They do not lay the eggs and do not have the teeth. See, one conjunction is there, and before and after 2 sentences are there. Either of the sentences is wrong, it will be false. Both if they will be correct, it will be true. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time is up. This statement is false. So please check the answer. Number 3. Now if you read this, number 3 is of chapter 10. So we will ignore number 3. We will ignore number 3. Okay. Now moving on to number 4. Flesh eating birds have hooked beaks. Now if you remember when I was explaining you the different food habits of the birds, here even the beak explanation was given. The beaks, how are the beaks? Beaks are obviously, it depends on the food habits of the birds. So flesh eating birds have the hooked beaks. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this statement is true. Yes, flesh eating birds do have the hooked beaks, with the help of which they can tear the flesh and eat that very easily. Please check your answers. Number 5. There are 206 muscles and 600 bones in our body. Is this statement true or false? Just look at the figures given in the sentence. So I'll count 4 now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Anyways, the answer is false. Now this is just a vice versa of what is written. 206 bones are there and more than 600 muscles are there. So the numbers are interchanged, though this statement becomes false. Please check your answers. And the last TF is skeletal system protects our brain, neck, heart and lungs. Think whenever I explained you the skeletal system, just think about it. What was the role of the skeletal system? I am going to count 4. Please write the answer. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So correct answer is yes, it does protects the inner parts, which are again brain, neck, heart, lungs. These all are the inner parts. So this statement is true. Skeletal system do protect the inner part of the body. I hope that you have checked your answer. If it is true, you have to put tick mark. If it is false, you have to put cross mark. I mean to say is, if your answer is right, you have to put tick mark. If your answer is wrong, put cross mark. That is what you can do. So be loyal to yourself. Now, question B. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. So here in the blanks, options are also given, but I want to cancel 2 questions. Question 2 and question 3. Please cancel these 2 questions as they are related to chapter number 10, which we have not yet discussed. So question 2 and 3 we will cancel for this test. Now let us continue with this exercise. So you have to fill in the blanks are given, options are also given. Your role is to choose the correct option and fill it in the blanks. I hope you all are ready now. Let's get started. Number 1. A bird lays its eggs in a desk. So now let us solve fill in the blanks. Please write numbers properly when you write the answers. A bird lays its eggs in a desk. Now the options are given: nest or sky. Think about the answer. I will count 4. Until then you will have to write your answers perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the correct answer is nest. The correct answer is nest. A bird lays its egg in a nest. Obviously not on the sky. Sky has the floor. Obviously not. Even if it has, birds cannot fly up to the sky. So a bird lays its egg in a nest. Now, as we have cancelled number 2 and 3, we will jump on to number 4. Be ready to write, and please write the answer 4 only. Don't write answer 2, because 2 and 3 we have cancelled. Heart pumps blood into the dash. This one is, I think, tricky if you have not understood the chapter thoroughly. Options are spinal cord or blood vessels. Heart pumps the blood in the dash. Now, if your time starts now, I will count 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer is blood vessels. Blood vessels. So I hope that you have written the answers. Let me place it. Okay. So please check your answers. Here I will not ask you to check your spellings. Why? Obviously because the options and the spellings are already there in the brackets. Okay. Number 5. Birds have dash different types of feathers. Birds have dash different types of feathers. How many types of feathers are there? 4 or 3? Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct answer is 3 types of feathers. Okay. So I hope that you have also written the same answer. Please check your answers. And be honest, if you have written incorrect answer, you have to put the cross mark only. So next and the last, FB for this question, question 6. We use our nose to dash. Options are digest or breathe. This is very simple, I suppose. I'll count 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is very obvious we use our nose to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. So I hope that your all answers are correct. If not, it is okay, you got something to learn. Do not try to cheat yourself by just copying down the answers. So the loss is yours and not ours. Okay, now we will display another page of the objective questions. Now my dear students, this is another test paper, as you can see on your screens. So please start from the new page. Yes, I repeat, please start from the new page. Do not give another heading. Heading is already given on the previous page. So whenever you will send the photo together, we will be able to understand that this is a test paper. So do one thing, on the new page, give the heading question A. So again, if you will write question A, we will be able to understand that okay, this is test paper number 2. Again, if I ask you to ignore few questions, you will have to ignore it. So first of all, you have to ignore question 4 and 5 here in this question, main question A, because these two questions are from chapter 10, which we have not yet done. Let's get started. Let us solve the first 3 blanks. I hope that you have given the heading. Question A. Woodpecker has dash beak. Options are strong and pointed or hooked. Okay, I'll give you 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer is strong and pointed. I hope that you have written the correct answer, strong and pointed. I will just tick mark the correct answer, or else I can underline as well. Okay, so strong and pointed is correct answer. Number 2, dash birds have long legs. Options are wadding or perching. Now here is where the maximum students will make the mistake. You should know that which type of birds walks in the which path and stays where. Anyways, your time starts now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer is wedding. So I will just underline the correct answer, wedding, because they walk in the water, they have the webbed feet sometimes, and they are having the long legs, so that they will be able to walk in the water very easily. Number 3, and which is the last one for this fill in the blanks. Spinal cord is a part of dash system. Options are circulatory or nervous. So students, I have very well explained you that which organ and which part is connected to what when I was explaining you the chapter our body. So here you should know that spinal cord comes in the which system, which organ system it is there. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer is nervous system. Spinal cord is a part of the nervous system. So these 3 blanks we have solved. I hope that you might have written all the answers correctly. Now the last question for today is TF again. Please write question B. Either you can leave one line and start from the same page or from the new page, the choice is yours. As you just have to write whether it is true or is it false, my suggestion is to write on the same page, so that on the one page test paper 1 and on the other page test paper number 2, this way we can easily analyze when you send the photo. Okay, again the same procedure. I'll read the question, I'll wait for 4 seconds, not more than that. And again here one easy thing is you will have to ignore question 4 and question 5 because they are of chapter number 10, and once we will discuss chapter 10 we will discuss this remaining questions as well. So let's get started. I have zoomed in the page so that you will be able to read the questions very clearly. Number 1, birds have 2 feet with 3 toes in each. Like I said, if you read the summary part of the chapter, if you just understand the summary part, any objectives are very much easy to be solved. This is the same summary. In the summary part it is clearly given how many feet and how many toes are there. I'll count 4, please write the correct answer. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So birds have 2 feet with the 3 toes in each? No, 4 toes in each. So because of this statement we will count as the false statement. I'll write F. Number 2, tissues are the building blocks of our body. Just before this in test paper number 1 the same question came. Tissues are the building blocks of our body. Is it true or false? I'll count 4. In the meantime you decide and write the answer. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So tissues are not the building blocks, actually the cells are the building blocks. This statement also is the false therefore. Okay, and the last one for true or false. There are about 250 muscles in our body. If you carefully pay attention, students, in the lecture itself, in the first part, first test paper, the same question was there. At that time, I very much clearly stated how many bones are there or how many muscles are there. Though it was only for the 3 to 4 seconds of the explanation, but if you carefully pay attention, everything is near you. Anyways, I'll give you 4 seconds again to solve this one. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so the correct answer is false. There are more than 600 muscles, so this statement goes false. Even the bones are 206, not 250. So 250 is not the number mentioned here in the chapter itself. With this, our test is over. Now one instruction and then I'll end the lecture. My dear students, if your answers were right, when you were checking from the screen, if your answers were right, you had to put tick mark. If the answers were wrong, you had to put cross mark. And now if you have done so, please calculate your marks, count it, write overall and how many marks you have got clearly on the first page, and then send both the photos of test paper 1 and 2 together to the follow-up teachers or to me. In case if you have any doubt in this session, you can even personally WhatsApp me. With this, I end my today's lecture. I hope that you had wonderful lecture today, enjoying solving everything. So thanks for watching the lecture. Do send your work to the follow-up teachers on the regular basis. Have a nice day. Goodbye.